Hi everybody, this is day 119 of the Chronological Bible Reading Plan. I'll be reading 1 Chronicles chapters 7 through 10. Now the sons of Issachar were 4, Tola, Pua, Jashub, and Shimron. And the sons of Tola were Uzi, Raphaiah, Jeriel, Jamai, Ibsam, and Samuel, heads of their fathers' households. The sons of Tola were mighty men of valor in their generations. Their number in the days of David were 22,600. And the son of Uzi was Izrahiah. And the sons of Izrahiah were Michael, Obadiah, Joel, Ishiah. All 5 of them were chief men. And with them by their generations, according to their fathers' households, were 36,000 troops of the army for war. For they had many wives and sons. And their relatives among all the families of Issachar were mighty men of valor, enrolled by genealogy in all 87,000. The sons of Benjamin were 3, Bela and Becher and Jediael. And the sons of Bela were 5, Esbon, Uzi, Uziel, Jeremoth, and Eri. They were heads of fathers' households, mighty men of valor, and were 22,034 enrolled by genealogy. And the sons of Becher were Zemira, Joash, Eliezer, Elionai, Omri, Jeremoth, Abijah, Anathoth, and Alameth. All these were the sons of Becher, and they were enrolled by genealogy according to their generations, heads of their fathers' households, 20,200 mighty men of valor. And the son of Jediael was Bilhan, and the sons of Bilhan were Jush, Benjamin, Ehud, Chenana, Zethan, Tarshish, and Ahishahar. All these were the sons of Jediael, according to the heads of their fathers' households, 17,200 mighty men of valor, who were ready to go out with the army to war. And Shuppim and Huppim were the sons of Ir. Hushim was the son of Aher. The sons of Naphtali were Jaziel, Guni, Jezer, and Shalom, the sons of Bilhah. The sons of Manasseh were Asriel, whom his Aramean concubine bore. She bore Machir, the father of Gilead. And Machir took a wife for Huppim and Shuppim, whose sister's name was Maachah. And the name of the second was Zelophehad, and Zelophehad had daughters. And Maachah, the wife of Machir, bore a son, and she named him Peresh. And the name of his brother was Sheresh, and his sons were Ulam and Rechem. And the son of Ulam was Bedan. These were the sons of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh. And his sister Hamoleketh bore Ishhad, and Abiezer, and Mala. And the sons of Shemida were Ahion, and Shechem, and Leki, and Aniam. And the sons of Ephraim were Shuthelah, and Bered his son, Tahath his son, Elidah his son, Tahath his son, Zabad his son, Shuthelah his son, and Ezer and Eliad, whom the men of Gath, who were born in the land, killed, because they came down to take their livestock. And their father Ephraim mourned many days, and his relatives came to comfort him. Then he went into his wife, and she conceived and bore a son, and he named him Beriah, because misfortune had come upon his house. And his daughter was Shira, who built lower and upper Beth-horon, also Uzan-Shira. And Rephah was his son, along with Resheph, Telah his son, Tahan his son, Ladan his son, Amihud his son, Elishama his son, Non his son, and Joshua his son. And their possessions and settlements were Bethel and its towns, and to the east Naran, and to the west Gezer with its towns, and Shechem with its towns, as far as Aiah with its towns, and along the borders of the sons of Manasseh, Beth Shean with its towns, Tanakh with its towns, Megiddo with its towns, Dor with its towns. In these lived the sons of Joseph, the son of Israel. The sons of Asher were Imnah, Ishvi, and Beriah, and Sarah, their sister. And the sons of Beriah were Heber and Malchiel, who were the father of Bizraith. And Heber became the father of Japhlet, Shomer, and Hotham, and Shua their sister. And the sons of Japhlet were Pesach, Bimhal, and Ashvath. These were the sons of Japhlet. And the sons of Shemer were Ahi and Roga, Jehuba, and Aram. And the sons of his brother Helam were Zophah, Imnah, Shelesh, and Amal. The sons of Zophah were Sua, Harnefer, Shual, Beri, and Imrah, Bezer, Hod, Shammah, Shilsha, Ithron, and Bera. And the sons of Jether were Jephunneh, Pispa, and Ara. And the sons of Ulla were Ara, Haniel, and Rizia. All these were the sons of Asher, heads of their fathers' houses, choice and mighty men of valor, heads of the princes, and the number of them enrolled by genealogy for service in war was 26,000 men. And Benjamin became the father of Bela, his firstborn, Ashbel the second, Ahara the third, Noha the fourth, and Rapha the fifth. And Bela had sons, Adar, Gera, Abihud, Abishua, Naaman, Ahoa, Gera, Shaphupan, and Huram. And these are the sons of Ehud. These are the heads of the fathers' households of the inhabitants of Geba, and they carried them into exile to Manahath, namely Naaman, Ahijah, and Gera. He carried them into exile, and he became the father of Uzzah and Ahihud. And Shaharim became the father of children in the country of Moab, after he had sent away Hushim and Bara his wives. And by Hodesh his wife he became the father of Jobab, Zibiah, Misha, Malcham, Jeuz, Sakia, Mirma. These were his sons, heads of fathers' households. And by Hushim he became the father of Abitub and Elpal. And the sons of Elpal were Eber, Misham, and Shemed, who built Ono and Lod with its towns. And Beriah and Shema, who were heads of fathers' households of the inhabitants of Aijalon, who put to flight the inhabitants of Gath. And Ahio, Shashak, and Jeremoth. And Zebediah, Arad, Eder, Michael, Ishpa, and Joha were the sons of Beriah. And Zebediah, Meshulam, Hizki, Heber, Ishmerai, Isliah, and Jobab were the sons of Elpal. And Jakim, Zikri, Zabdi, Elinai, Zelethai, Eliel, Adaiah, Bereah, and Shimroth were the sons of Shimei. And Ishpan, Eber, Eliel, Abdon, Zikri, Hanan, Hananiah, Elam, Anthethijah, Ifdeiah, and Penuel were the sons of Shishak. And Shamsharai, Shehariah, Athaliah, Jerishiah, Elijah, and Zikri were the sons of Jeroam. These were heads of the fathers' households according to their generations, chief men who lived in Jerusalem. Now in Gibeon, Jael, the father of Gibeon, lived, and his wife's name was Maacah, and his firstborn son was Abdon, and then Zur, Kish, Baal, Nadab, Gedor, Ahio, and Zikr. And Mikloth became the father of Shemaiah, and they also lived with their relatives in Jerusalem opposite their other relatives. And Ner became the father of Kish, and Kish became the father of Saul. And Saul became the father of Jonathan, Malchi-Shua, Abinadab, and Eshbaal. And the son of Jonathan was Meri-Baal, and Meri-Baal became the father of Micah. And the sons of Micah were Pithon, Melech, Teriah, and Ahaz. And Ahaz became the father of Jehoda, and Jehoda became the father of Alameth, Asmaveth, and Zimri. And Zimri became the father of Moza. And Moza became the father of Benaiah. Rapha was his son, Eliash his son, Azel his son. And Azel had 6 sons, and these were their names: Azrikam, Bokeru, Ishmael, Shiriah, Obadiah, and Hanan. All these were the sons of Azel. And the sons of Eshek, his brother, were Ulam, his firstborn, Jush the second, and Eliphelet the third. And the sons of Ulam were mighty men of valor, archers, and had many sons and grandsons, 150 of them. All these were the sons of Benjamin. So all Israel was enrolled by genealogies, and behold, they are written in the book of the kings of Israel. And Judah was carried away into exile to Babylon for their unfaithfulness. Now the first who lived in their possession in their cities were Israel, the priests, the Levites, and the temple servants. And some of the sons of Judah, of the sons of Benjamin, and of the sons of Ephraim and Manasseh lived in Jerusalem. Uthai, the son of Ammihud, the son of Omri, the son of Imri, the son of Bani, from the sons of Perez, the son of Judah. And from the Shilonites were Asaiah, the firstborn, and his sons. And from the sons of Zerah were Jewel and their relatives, 690 of them. And from the sons of Benjamin were Salu, the son of Meshullam, the son of Hodaviah, the son of Hasanua, and Ibneah, the son of Jeroam, and Ella, the son of Uzi, the son of Mikri, and Meshullam, the son of Shephatiah, the son of Ruel, the son of Ibnijah, and their relatives according to their generations, 956. All these were heads of fathers' households according to their fathers' houses. And from the priests were Jedaiah, Jehoiarib, Jakin, and Azariah, the son of Hilkiah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Zadok, the son of Marioth, the son of Ahitub, the chief officer of the house of God, and Adaiah, the son of Jeroam, the son of Pashur, the son of Malchijah, and Masai, the son of Adiel, the son of Jezerah, the son of Meshullam, the son of Meshillemeth, the son of Immer, and their relatives, heads of their fathers' households, 1,760 were able men for the work of the service of the house of God. And of the Levites were Shemaiah, the son of Hashub, the son of Azrikam, the son of Hashabiah, of the sons of Merari, and Bakbakar, Haresh, and Galal, and Mattaniah, the son of Micah, the son of Zikri, the son of Asaph, and Obadiah, the son of Shemaiah, the son of Galal, the son of Jeduthun, and Berechiah, the son of Asa, the son of Elkanah, who lived in the villages of the Netophathites. Now the gatekeepers were Shallum and Akub, and Talmon, and Ahiman, and their relatives, Shallum the chief being stationed until now at the king's gate to the east. These were the gatekeepers for the camp of the sons of Levi. And Shallum, the son of Kor, the son of Ebiasaph, the son of Korah, and his relatives, of his father's house, the Korahites, who were the work of the service keepers, were over the work of the service keepers of the thresholds of the tent, and their fathers had been over the camp of the Lord, keepers of the entrance. And Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, was ruler over them previously, and the Lord was with him. Zechariah, the son of Meshelemiah, was gatekeeper of the entrance of the tent of meeting. All these who were chosen to be gatekeepers in the thresholds were 212. These were enrolled by genealogy in their villages, whom David and Samuel the seer appointed in their office of trust. So they and their sons had charge of the gates of the house of the Lord, even the house of the tent, as guards. The gatekeepers were on the four sides, to the east, west, north, and south, and their relatives in their villages were to come in every 7 days from time to time to be with them. For the 4 chief gatekeepers, who were Levites, were in an office of trust, and were over the chambers and over the treasuries in the house of God. And they spent the night around the house of God, because the watch was committed to them, and they were in charge of opening it morning by morning. Now some of them had charge of the utensils of service, for they counted them when they brought them in, and when they took them out. Some of them also were appointed over the furniture, and over all the utensils of the sanctuary, and over the fine flour, and the wine, and the oil, and the frankincense, and the spices. And some of the sons of the priests prepared the mixing of the spices. And Mattithiah, one of the Levites, who was the firstborn of Shallum the Korahite, had the responsibility over the things which were baked in pans. And some of their relatives of the sons of the Kohathites were over the showbread to prepare it every Sabbath. Now these are the singers, heads of fathers' households of the Levites, who lived in the chambers of the temple, free from other service. For they were engaged in their work day and night. These were heads of fathers' households of the Levites, according to their generations, chief men who lived in Jerusalem. And in Gibeon, Jael, the father of Gibeon, lived, and his wife's name was Maacah. And his firstborn son was Abdon, and then Zur, Kish, Baal, Ner, Nadab, Gedor, Ahio, Zechariah, and Mikloth. And Mikloth became the father of Shimeam, and they also lived with their relatives in Jerusalem opposite the other relatives. And Ner became the father of Kish, and Kish became the father of Saul. And Saul became the father of Jonathan, Malchishua, Abinadab, and Eshbaal. And the son of Jonathan was Merib-Baal, and Merib-Baal became the father of Micah. And the sons of Micah were Pithon, Melech, Tariah, and Ahaz. And Ahaz became the father of Jarah, and Jarah became the father of Alameth, Asmaveth, and Zimri. And Zimri became the father of Moza. And Moza became the father of Beniah and Rephaiah his son, Eliasa his son, and Azel his son. And Azel had 6 sons, whose names were these: Azrikam, Bokeru, and Ishmael, and Shiriah, and Obadiah, and Hanan. These were the sons of Azel. Now the Philistines fought against Israel, and the men of Israel fled before the Philistines, and fell slain on Mount Gilboa. And the Philistines closely pursued Saul and his sons, and the Philistines struck down Jonathan, Abinadab, and Malchishua, the sons of Saul. And the battle became heavy against Saul, and the archers overtook him, and he was wounded by the archers. Then Saul said to his armor-bearer, "Draw your sword, and thrust me through with it, lest these uncircumcised come and abuse me." But his armor-bearer would not, for he was greatly afraid. Therefore Saul took his sword and fell on it. And when his armor-bearer saw that Saul was dead, he likewise fell on his sword and died. Then Saul died with his 3 sons, and all those of his house died together. When all the men of Israel who were in the valley saw that they had fled, and that Saul and his sons were dead, they forsook their cities and fled, and the Philistines came and lived in them. And it came about the next day, when the Philistines came to strip the slain, that they found Saul and his sons fallen on Mount Gilboa. So they stripped him and took his head and his armor, and sent messengers around the land of the Philistines to carry the good news to their idols and to the people. And they put his armor in the house of their gods, and fastened his head in the house of Dagon. When all Jabesh Gilead heard all that the Philistines had done to Saul, all the valiant men arose and took away the body of Saul and the bodies of his sons, and brought them to Jabesh, and buried their bones under the oak in Jabesh, and fasted 7 days. So Saul died for his trespass which he committed against the Lord, because of the word of the Lord which he did not keep, and also because he asked counsel of a medium, making inquiry of it, and did not inquire of the Lord. Therefore he killed him, and turned the kingdom to David, the son of Jesse.